Oh man, we back with it, guys. We back with it. Oh shoot, hold on a second. 1 second, guys. We are back with it, guys. We are back with it. We can't seem to get a fair shake, I guess. I don't know. I feel like we're being productive, but we're just doing minute shit. We're not doing like anything. We're just doing ideas, really. We're not really doing anything like crazy. And I don't know. The last thing I liked it, then I heard it again. I didn't like it. Then I lost the tempo of it for some reason, which shouldn't have happened. Um, and then I put it to another tempo and started messing with it. Started messing with the drums more and made the drums sound better. But then I don't know. It is what it is. But we still have it on there. I don't know if we're gonna track that out. Let's 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 try sampling some of the DAWs we have on here into the SP and see if we can come up with anything. It's gonna be kind of hard because we're gonna do a lot of replaying because the sp404 you could sample and you could lay things on top of each other, but you can't record and an overdub on top of that, unfortunately, unless you're resampling. You know what I mean? So we'll sample this in, and then we'll keep sampling stuff to resample on top of that. You'll see what You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. That's interesting. Why did it go to level? Let me press that. That's interesting. Huh? Why does it say level? That is so strange. I never noticed that before. Huh. That's weird. Maybe that's an accident. Okay. This auto trick feature I like a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to dog this thing because this thing's really dope, but I'm just not doing a good job with it. I believe. I believe beauty's in the eye of the beholder always. Like you can give somebody like, man, this was like a big debate back in the day with FL Studio. People used to be like, what? Like when Ninth Wonder would make beats on FL Studio, people used to be like, "What? He did all that on FL Studio? Like, what's so hard to believe about that? It's not the equipment, it's the person behind it. You know what I mean? And what they're doing. It's never the equipment. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I'm about to change these videos because it's not about Koala. It's not about the SP or Korg or any of the stuff that I use FL Studio. It's not about none of that. It's about making beats. And I'm gonna just start making videos about making beats because that's what it's about. Um, let's see. All right. There we go. Oh wait, I'm tripping. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm tripping, guys. Tripping on simple chords. And we'll leave a little bit on it just to do that technique real quick and see. All right, truncate that. Okay, and let's see. We'll open some drums that we have in Koala. Uh, hmm. Can I bring it in lower? That shit is. Hold on, that's just. What the fuck? Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep the drums quiet because I mean, for some reason it's sounding like too crazy. Nope. Hold on. Hmm. Fuck it, we'll just keep it. Let's resample that. That shit sounded stupid. Alright. Man, I'm off, man. I'm off, guys. It was sounding okay earlier. I don't know what's going on now. Jesus Christ, guys. Sorry about that. Damn it. Fucking A, dude. Gotta be careful with the sound on this thing, because, like, I turn it up a little bit and it, like, fucking hurt my ears. I don't mean to fuck up your guys' speakers or anything. Dude, it's gonna be one of those kind of days, guys. It's gonna be one of those kind of fucking days. We might have to just move on from this. Let's see if we're gonna have to do it first try every time, because that sounded perfect, just like the snare last time. I started off slow. See that? Fucked it up. What the fuck was that? Oh, shit. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck all this bullshit. You're welcome. Right. Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Battery shouldn't be low because we already got it plugged in. Damn. Didn't even know we were running off the battery there, y'all. Um, Here's what we're gonna do. Well, we should have kept the drums probably. All right. That's 2 on 1, isn't it? All right, that might be nice then. Truncate that. Hold on, let's get this. Let's get that. Somehow we figured it out. I don't even know how that fucking happened. I'm telling you, sometimes it's magic with this thing, but then sometimes it's crazy. What the fuck? All right, that sounds like it's gonna be good. almost. Okay. Fuck it, we'll just rock with that. All right. This is gonna be the tricky part. I like that shit, but let's see. We're gonna have to do it like that. Hold on. Hold on. We're peaking somewhere. Yeah, we're peaking somewhere. Let's see. do that one again. That one peaked nasty. I'm getting like a crackle, a snap somewhere. Let's see if we can record that because this is in stereo, and so we might have some problems because we didn't put these in mono. What I tell you guys. We'll play it a little differently because of that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sample each note like that and bring it in. Um, this is why an overdub feature would have been nice on this thing, man. You feel me? I mean, at least one overdub. You know what I mean? We'd have to play the whole thing with no metronome. I mean, unless we came up with a metronome that wouldn't record on here. Let's see here. I kind of like how that's. Why don't we cut it off so that way it could. I think it's coming up right here. I'm pretty sure we did it too early. I like that hi-hat a lot, though. Yeah, we fucked that up. All right. Hold on 1 second. That hi-hat. Damn it. You know what? Because it cuts out at the end, that's why. Alright, we're gonna have to cut this one a certain way. We're gonna have to cut this shit a certain way. Alright, so we got that one the right way. Copy. Paste that mug. Truncate that bad boy. Man, if you're good at getting your drums and everything set up before you get started, this is a great machine for you. If you're able to EQ everything and have everything sound perfect before you record it, this would be perfect. That would be the for resampling. That's the perfect way to operate. To have everything exactly how you want it to sound and then do it. Because going back and trying to fix it later is going to be too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like the drums, I'm like thinking, oh, maybe I can do something, but it's like it's too late. It's already a part of the main track. There's nothing I can do. Well, we got drums there. We'll keep those drums. All right. Yeah, we'll get rid of the melody, but we'll keep the drums. Cancel. Hold on. Delete. We're getting rid of that. All right, so we have 3 open slots. We definitely need to put some bass on here, and that's the thing I've been tripping, like, which is kind of weird for me because I've been a bass person, like even when I played like baritone horn back in the day. You know, when I used to play, I don't remember how to play anymore, but when I used to play, um, I was in the brass section, but I was on the I was on the lower end of the spectrum. You know, I read the bass clef. I was a bass horn. You know what I mean? So bass should be my specialty. But a lot of times I make a beat, I sample, and I throw it away, or I make a beat and I put some custom. You know, I do my own instruments and my own melodies that I make myself, and I don't put any bass on it. It's kind of strange. Well, that's the 5th lead. What am I doing? Nah, hell no. Nope. Nope. What the fuck, dude? Swear, man, a good bass is hard to find. I swear to God. And a real electric bass is one of those things where it's like, should I fucking invest in that shit or what? Because I swear to God, man. God damn it, dude. Shit sucks. That's better. That's better. Hmm. Hmm. Shit, man. Fuck it. I'm thinking maybe we should just record that shit into Edison. Let's see. I love that hi hat, man. How they do these beats on here, man? You gotta give them a lot of credit, man. Motherfuckers was coming up with some killer shit on that beat battle, like murderous shit. I was like, they made that on the SP? Like, damn, shit was crazy. Um, I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to this or something. We're gonna have to come back to this. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to come back to this. Uh, man, we might make some stuff on Reason. I might fire up the computer, and I won't have the camera on. Fire up the desktop and fuck with Reason, because that shit's gonna expire in about uh in a day. On my birthday, it's gonna expire on the 28th in 2 days, or almost a day now, pretty much. So yeah, we might have to make one beat or a couple beats on there. But yeah, we slept on that. I'm gonna have to get that back somehow, man. Get Reason back. You know what I'm saying? Mess with that. Mess with that for a little bit. Switch between that and PreSonus, because I just don't have enough sounds for FL Studio. FL Studio is dope, but I don't have enough sounds. That's the only problem. We got 6,000 steps in today on the Fitbit. Um, yeah, this is just real quick, like laboratory stuff. We might have to start doing a lot of stuff off camera because, when I'm doing stuff on camera, it's like I'm trying to come up with something good for you guys, but it's not coming together. So, maybe we do some stuff off camera and if it does come out good, we'll just play the beats or whatever. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we're not having any love with the. We're coming up with something good today. We're just not having any love. We're putting stuff together. I want to start doing stuff in GarageBand where I use the inter app audio. I think that's super dope because, like for instance, how do you get that? How do you get that going on here? Hold on. No, that's not it. I'm tripping. Let's pick something. Yeah, inter app audio. We got two devices now. Before we only had Core Gadget. Now we got Core Gadget and Koala Sampler. That's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like GarageBand is very slept on. You know what I mean? If you got a bunch of different apps, different things on here, Core Gadget, Koala Sampler, whatever else you might have on here, Arturia or whatever plugins you might have, M1 plugins, whatever you have on here, chances are it's going to work with GarageBand. You know what I'm saying? And so through that, you could just have a lot of power under one roof. We're going to start messing with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Go to the App Store. Man, we don't have any bread right now, but money comes and goes. But we're super tapped out right now. Um, let's see here. I want to get a DJ app too. I want to get like iDJ or what is it, DJ Pro? I don't know what it's called, but I want to get like a DJ app on here. There's also a super dope feature on FL Studio that we might mess with a little bit more that I started to mess with when I didn't really have a lot of samples, didn't really have a lot of sounds. There's something called Tune Loop where you could take a sound, right? Like let's say I have a sound in the SP. Um, let's see, maybe we'll do it real quick. Oops. My bad, y'all. Where'd this come from? doing stuff I don't even remember. All right. All right. All right. So let's say we have this here. I'll show you a little, and this has been shown already. People have done this, but this is a useful tool. Let's see if we can find it though. I haven't done it in a long time. Edison, and then we're going to put on input 2 equals MC squared. It may not work with this actually because it's too short. This is long. Let's try with the first one, then we'll try with the second one. All right, here we go. So here, all right, that's hella short. But all right, so we haven't used FL Studio in a while, so this feels good actually, because it's like this is like home, man. We've been using this program for so long. Even though you can lose it, like my dad says, you can't lose it if you let yourself, lose it, and that's why I'm doing this shit because I don't want to lose that shit, You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fucking, you give up on something, it goes away. Right click. Is it format? File. I forget how to do this shit. Edit. Tools. Tune loop. There it is. Bam. Oh, my bad. And then what do we do? Drag it into an instrument or some shit? Hold up. Wait, why is this shit? This shit's bugging. Hold on, y'all. We haven't done this shit in a long ass time. Man, what the fuck? How the Speaking of losing shit, I forgot how to do this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jesus Christ. What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to let us when we go here with it and it loops here. When we go to drag it, it's supposed to let us drag the whole thing. Okay, there we go. All right, now I see what's going on. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem. It didn't let us drag the whole thing. Okay, let's see now. Hold on. Damn it. It's gonna be messed up. I just want to get this point across. There we go. Now, I'm not doing it right because this sample's small and it's a weird sample, but there's a way I've done it to where you do it to a sample that's long enough, but it's too short and you want to stretch it out and turn it into an instrument, you can do that. And we're probably going to start doing a lot of that because we just don't have any sounds right now. So we're going to have to make our own little custom sounds. And to me, this is a technique that I remember an old school cat from fucking Wu Tang showed in a video a long ass time ago on YouTube. I'm not sure what he was. I think he was the producer for Sons of Men. I forget his name, but it was he had a super dope name too. Um, what was his name? His name was his name was freaking ill. Anyway, he had the MPC 2500, and he showed how to do the what. And I haven't seen anybody talk about it really. Patch phrases was the mode, and like the only people I knew that only time I saw it ever displayed, um, well, a lot of people try to display it, but two distinct moments was that video on the MPC. He showed like how you could press it, you could sample it real quick for an instrument and turn it into a patch phrase and turn it into an actual instrument, which I thought was super dope about the MPC. And then another company, Open Labs Nico, they had a thing too where you could do that too, where you press something like say you had a your favorite patch on your Yamaha keyboard, you press it and then it would save the patch, and you would have that patch on your own computer system. I forgot the program they used to use to do that, but it was Open Labs, the company back in the day with Victor Wong and Ed. I forget his last name, but Ed back in the day when before they were music computing. You know what I'm saying? They're not around anymore, but you know what I mean. They had a lot of dope software, a lot of dope ideas back in the day, and this is basically patch phrasing what I call patch phrasing. This is basically just creating an instrument. You know what I'm saying? We could do this a lot better. I was just doing this real quick, and we'll do this a couple of times. I made a beat, like I gotta find some beats I made. I made some beats where I made instruments like this. And some of the instruments I got were from like vinyl. So I took like a string from a vinyl and it was like a long string, and I had the start of it here, which starts the instrument. You would start here, and then this part here would continue it. You know what I'm saying? But it would blend perfectly to where it sounded like you were doing, you were pressing, you know, Rhodes or something. You know what I mean? Or whatever. All right, we're gonna take a break. How long have we been on? I don't think we've been on that long actually. We've been on for an hour. We've been on for an hour. We're not really coming up with anything too good. I'm like watching other people's doing videos today. They're coming up with killer shit. We're not coming up with anything too good. We'll mess around a little bit and do some things. We just want to. The positive of this whole thing is that we're working all the time, and that's the goal that I'm trying to stick by is work all the time. That's something that I keep telling my friends and other people when they would ask me for advice on getting their raps together, and I would tell them like, look, man, You got to do this shit 4 to 8 hours a day if you really want to be serious about it. That's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? Practice makes perfect. Those old school sayings. If you work at it every day, you're constantly working at it. You're going to be great at it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, anybody, Tiger Woods. You know, you work at it. You work at it constantly, and it becomes obviously it's already an obsession, but it becomes like second nature. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a thing where it's like you start to master it. It's like martial arts. You begin to become like a martial arts master. You know what I'm saying? Where you could before you couldn't even throw a punch correctly. Now you're throwing punches without even looking. Hella quickly, like bam. Like perfect angle punches and shit. You know what I mean? Throwing perfect jabs that could damage somebody. It's the same thing with rap. At first your timing is off and you suck at it, but then when you work at it, when you make beats and stuff, it's like you're not chopping stuff right. You're not that much of a tactician, but after a while of sitting in front of the computer for 2 hours to 4 hours, um, what else are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Um, in a perfect world, every beat you would make would be in 5 to 10 minutes in a perfect world, and sometimes it is. Um, but there's nothing wrong with sitting in front of a computer for 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, and constantly making beats, constantly mixing, constantly mastering, writing your raps, and constantly producing. Again, going to the Koala, the Beatcast or whatever, I was watching it, and like the Beatcast was 2 hours, and they had like 2 hours. They gave them a sample, and they had 2 hours to work with it. Like, you gotta respect that shit. Like, you gotta respect it. Like, and just let me know, like being here doing something for like 15 minutes real quick isn't really going to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Doing a 15-minute loop and a 15-minute beat, and that's not going to get the job done. I have to make it sound the way I want it to sound. I have to add the instruments that I want to add. I have to do all that shit and put it together. Trial and error. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah. Like 2 hours, like definitely. You should definitely get a sample or get in front of your computer, give yourself 2 hours and just work on it, you know. Put some stuff together and work on it 2 hours, 4 hours. And if you want to go the extra mile and do the 8 hours a day, then go the extra mile. I'll leave it up to you. A lot of the work habits that I hear about and that I read about and, you know, listen to Tupac, of course, is one of my biggest inspirations. His work ethic was bananas. He just worked very, very, very hard. All Eyes on Me, he did in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? A double album, he did it in 2 weeks, and it sold 5 million copies in 2 months. So that's just the reality, man. I'm trying to emulate him. I read an article, and it always replays in my mind. I read an article that Drake and the Migos wrote 60 songs, 62 songs in 60 days. You feel me? So that's just what it has to be. You know what I'm saying? And so when I read that, I'm like, okay, well then that's what I need to do. You know what I mean? Just like when everyone talks about KRS-One's favorite famous interview, where he says, if you're on the top 10 list, I have a battle rap for you. I write a diss record for every MC that's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like took that shit seriously, and motherfuckers started making sure they had their top 10 diss records for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think what this whole thing with Eminem is going on. He's one of the top guys, so people got records to diss him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're gonna do if you want to get someone's attention. You want to be the next great thing, or you want to knock out somebody who's great. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna attack them. You're gonna have a prepared plan of attack. And that's the whole key is preparation. So that's what we're doing from now on, y'all. That's what we're doing 2021. Feel me? I made promises every year. Every year I told myself 23 years old, 27 years old, 32, 30, 35, 37. I kept telling myself, I'm going to do it differently this year. Well, I'm going to make it this year. I'm going to do this and that. And I didn't do shit. I didn't prepare. I didn't do nothing. I didn't fucking work. Or I worked a little bit, then I took time off. I worked with the homie on his project, took time off. Like, it's not going to cut it, man. It has to be like, habitual. It has to be habitual. It has to be, you have to be addicted to it. It has to be an addiction to where you can't get enough of it, no matter what. Like after a fucking 10-hour session, you want to make some more beats, and it's been like that lately for me. Using Koala Sampler, making these videos for you guys. We haven't done anything too spectacular, but I've been the most productive I've been in like I don't even know how long, man. To be honest with you guys, so in that regard, it's been very successful, and I've been very happy. So you know, preparation, addiction, working hard at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, preparation is key, and being addicted to it is key. Uh, there was one more point about addiction when you're doing this music that I was gonna make. But yeah, man, it has to really be thorough like that. It just has to be like that. And if it's not like that, then you have to really look at yourself and say, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you really trying to accomplish? Are you bullshitting yourself or are you bullshitting everybody else? You know what I'm saying? So I kept doing that every single time. And like I said, this year I'm not doing it anymore. You know what I mean? I'll probably work on music from now on until I'm no longer on this earth. That's the way I look at it now. Like, and I mean every day now. Like that's how I look at it. Between, like I said, what's going on with my son, what's going on with my family, my personal situation. All I feel is music. That's all I'm thinking about right now is music. You know, working at it. Not just not just like beat making, but like music theory, fucking sampling, buying a keyboard, mixing and mastering. I saw this. I saw that. I'm gonna say this one last thing, and I'm done. I saw this interview with Bob Power. It was a 3-hour interview. He did a lot of talking. He was kind of all over the place and shit, but there was a lot of good shit in there. And one thing he said was he was programming a S1000 Akai sampler, right? He was programming the sampler. And when he was programming the sampler, um, he was programming it, just programming, putting a sound that you have, right? A wave sound or a sample that you have, putting each like wave sound or making sure each MIDI key was on the right trigger point. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he worked on that shit for fucking 5 hours just doing that one thing on that one fucking machine. You know what I'm saying? 5 hours. You know what I mean? Imagine setting up your MIDI controller for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Making sure each channel is at 1 to 16 and each note has and you know what I'm saying? And you're making sure that, you know, that you're programming like that. 5 hours on one thing like that. You know what I mean? And then he said that he pressed the play button by accident and it wiped everything he needed. It put the MIDI in the way he didn't need it, or it wiped the MIDI the way he said it. So, you know, one thing like that is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're writing bars for 5 hours and shit, and you're rapping that shit in the session, and you're programming the drums, and you're putting together your project, and it's a 10-hour session, or it takes 5 hours for you to get your drums crispy. Sometimes it's like that, guys, and so when I hear stuff like that, the 5 hours, Tupac, Drake, how skilled Jay Dilla was, just everything that you hear about, it should make you understand that this shit is a hustle and a grind. You know what I'm saying? And a job. You feel me? It's a job, and you got to work at that shit, and you got to sharpen your sword. You got to practice. You got to prepare yourself for the battle and shit. So yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm out this bitch, man. Thank you guys. I'll be back. Peace.